Welcome to Bria Yoga. I am your yoga teacher, Brianna, and today's practice is all about the new moon. We're going to start with a little yoga practice, which is going to be a guided meditation to help you set a new vision for yourself coming into this new lunar cycle, which is from this new moon until the next new moon. Today is a new beginning. It is a time when if you sit quietly with yourself and meditate like we're going to do in this practice and truly listen to whatever comes through to you from the universe and decide to go towards that. Everything that you desire, everything that you truly want is meant for you, and you have the power to create it for yourself. In fact, the entire universe wants it to happen for you, which is why the idea comes to you, why the dream is in your heart. And the world will be a better place when you have everything you want. You'll be happier, you'll feel more safe and at peace, and so will everything around you. It'll just ripple out. You're meant to have what you want. You're meant to do what you want. You're meant to feel good and feel joy and be happy and enjoy your life. Let today be a new beginning towards the craziest, wildest, most amazing, wonderful dreams that you have for yourself. So we're going to start with our guided meditation. It's going to be a visualization to help you get into the energy of that which you desire. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the new moon and why it's a great time for you to be starting fresh. And then we're going to close it out with a little bit of satya, so some truth. If we were doing this practice live, we would go in a circle and everyone would have time to chat. But since it's just me, I will just say a little bit about what my new moon intentions are, and I'll leave comments open for you to go ahead and add yours so we can have a conversation and it can be like we're really with each other if you feel comfortable doing that. Find a quiet, comfortable place. The best time to do this is going to be under the new moon at night, preferably outside if you feel safe and comfortable doing so, or in your room is totally fine, wherever you feel like you have a little bit of privacy, you feel totally comfortable just surrendering and being in the present moment. Get super cozy, maybe light a candle or some incense. Make it a vibe wherever you are. Maybe get a cozy blankie wrapped around you. Maybe put on some background music, a little healing frequencies, or even your favorite song, like a playlist you might have. That kind of goes with the vibe of the things that you want to call into your life. If you have that locked and loaded and ready to go, but you don't have to worry about all that extra stuff. It just kind of adds to the experience. You can just, wherever you are right now, close your eyes. We're going to lift our shoulders up, pull them back and drop them down so you're sitting up a little bit taller. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, making a little sound. A few more times. Begin to tune out the world around you. Traveling deeper and deeper into yourself. Suspending yourself within the present moment. You are safe. You are abundant. You are strong and capable. You are loved. Your voice matters. You are deeply connected to your intuition. You are deeply connected always to the divine. You are divine. In your mind's eye, see yourself sitting in front of you as if you're looking into a mirror. But the reflection that you're staring at is a version of you who already has all that you desire. She reaches out her hand. Notice that she looks just like you. When you reach back for her hand, she pulls you into the mirror and you step into the world of your dreams. Notice what's around you. Where in the world are you? Are you alone, or are there people there with you? And who are they? Take a deep breath in through your nose. What does it smell like there? What noises do you hear in the background of your dreams? Now that you have the ability to go anywhere and do anything from this place, where are you going? What are you doing? Picture it all now. Imagine that you're there. It's all here. It's all happening now. Continue to play out your dreams in any direction that they go, engaging all of your senses, seeing it, hearing it, feeling it, tasting it, smelling it. And once you have the big picture, when you can see yourself in the moment of your dreams doing the thing that you really want to be doing, whatever it is, notice how being there, feeling it, notice how that makes you feel emotionally. What emotion is this experience of totally visualizing that, what you desire? What does it make you feel emotionally? Hold on to that feeling and let all the imagery and all the senses fade away. Just holding on to the feeling, the emotion, the frequency of that which you desire. Hold on to that feeling as you slowly return to your present moment, as you walk back into your physical body, but holding on to that future that is already yours, that feeling that you already can create for yourself, bringing it back into the present moment as you slowly open your eyes. How are you feeling? Keep holding on to that feeling. And I invite you now, if you're able to, grab a pen and a journal and write down what came up for you. Where did you see yourself? And sit for as long as you can and allow whatever ideas that come into your head to just flow onto the page. Write them down, keep them somewhere, because that thing that you wanted, that you visualized, that you imagined is already yours. Your brain and your body don't know the difference between it happening in real life and happening in your imagination. So the fact that you can already feel that way and see it happening, it's already yours. It's a guarantee. Anything is possible. And when you live in alignment with nature and earth and the moon's cycles, You can make all of these things you desire come to you easier and faster. The new moon is a new beginning, a new opportunity. Either you know really clearly what you want and now's the time to just get to work, put the plan in action, start doing the things that you know you need to do, or you can use this energy to really sit and meditate and keep doing those visualizations to figure out what it is that you do want. All the answers that you need are already inside of you, but if you need a place to start, take a look around you. Start with what you have control over. Clean your room, do the dishes, do the laundry, take care of your body, eat well, exercise, do the very basic things. Make sure you're hydrated. Allow yourself to rest. It's not all about working really hard and hustling and pushing. It's also the balance of allowing yourself to just relax and rest and be present and do your yoga practice. If what you're really desiring is a new situation, maybe a new home, a new place, are you taking care of that, what you already have? Are you keeping your room clean? Are you maintaining the things that you already own? Are you being kind to the people around you? Are you being grateful for everything that's already in your life? Focus on what you already do have, what you're already doing good at, and focus on taking care of everything that might need a little bit more of your attention. So once you get everything that's in your control under control, your room is clean, your head is clear, you feel connected to your body, all these things that you don't need external resources or help with, more and more opportunities and answers and a clearer path will unfold in front of you. So start with what you can control. Focus on what you do want. Stop focusing on things that you don't want. Stop talking about things that you don't like and don't want. Stop thinking about the past that you don't like, or stop thinking about even the past that you do like. Focus on where you're going, and the way to get there will unfold for you. You don't have to have all the answers. But sometimes if you've been doing work like this for a while, maybe you do have a really clear path. And perfect. The new moon's the best time to just start walking down that path. But it's also the best time to get clear and understand what that path might be. For me, at the moment, my clear path is to have my own home. I know which home it is. I know exactly which home I want, what it looks like. I have it bookmarked and saved in a real estate website. I look at the pictures often. I know what it looks like. I know how I'm going to decorate it, where it is, what I'm going to do there, what it's going to feel like being there, what it's gonna look like, smell like, who's gonna be around me. I know what I want so clearly. I am a single mother, if you didn't know that. I have 2 small daughters, and never in my life have I ever had my own home. Even now, we've been living with my parents for the past few years, and my biggest desire currently is to become independent, to be able to take care of my daughters and I completely on my own, have our own home, and to just live in peace in our own little bubble. But I think it's really important for me to have my home base, to have a safety net, to have like that cozy, safe space where I have the ability to make it what I want. That's really important to me right now. I do want to travel the world with my daughters, but I also think it's important that we have a place to go back to. I live with my parents and I grew up here. When I was 19, that's when I started traveling by myself. First I went to Miami by myself. I actually met up with one of my best friends there, and we found my apartment and I signed a lease. And then in a few months, and this was the summer of 2017, I went to Italy for 2 weeks, which is where I met Leslie Fightmaster, and we became friends, and that's why I'm a yoga teacher. And then I got home, I got in my car from my parents' house in New Jersey, and I drove to Montreal because I wanted to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So I went to Canada by myself, and then I drove home, got on a plane, and I spent a month backpacking around Thailand, which was so much fun. When I got home from that, I packed all my stuff in my car and I drove to Miami, where I lived for 2 years. And while I was there, I traveled to California a few times for my yoga teacher training. I traveled to Nicaragua for twice, but I was there for a while. And then after Miami in 2019, I started full-time solo traveling. I lived out of my backpack and I traveled all around Mexico. And then I came home to my parents' house and then COVID hit. I flew out to Montana and I moved into a van with a girl that I met on Instagram, and she was lovely. We drove from Montana through Idaho to Washington to Oregon to California. When we were in Oregon, that's where I met my ex, and he's the reason why I'm a single mother. So I'm not going to keep telling this story here because it gets really dark and it was really fucked up and he was really abusive. But that was in 2020 and I haven't seen him since 2022 when my youngest daughter was 3 weeks old. And I've been doing it all on my own since. That was 3 years ago. I've been living with my parents and I'm really craving my own home, my own space, my own independence, my own ability to make choices and have options. And it's just the safety, like it's basic needs, you know, like I just want my root chakra to be aligned, to have my most basic needs met, but also to live abundantly and to have my own safe space where I feel totally comfortable being myself and just being able to give everything to my daughters and also be around people who have the same beliefs as me and be in a safe, comfortable place. That is what I was visualizing. If you want to share your story and what you were visualizing and what you desire out of your life, please leave a comment and I would love to hear if you want to share what you were visualizing or anything about you, because I care. And I appreciate that you sat and listened to my story and that you did this yoga practice with me and that you're working towards becoming a better version of yourself, because ultimately you feeling your best is going to have a ripple effect on the rest of the world and make everybody else feel better too. I have big plans to make this like a real live class where we can see each other probably on Zoom, have it like a weekly thing, but I don't have the space because again, I'm still manifesting my home and I don't like have childcare right now. It's be kind of tricky because like while I was recording this, I had to stop and go put the girls back to sleep because they woke up. So like I can't really commit to like a live anything but I'll make a wait list for when that does happen, because that was my visualization, being more independent, having more choices, having a home, which will also come with like having more help. the whole thing. And doing this live, I kind of want to make like a yoga, working on a really new and exciting project. I'm trying to figure out a catchy name for it. Right now I'm kind of just at like learn yoga in 2 weeks or learn yoga in 14 days. That's not a very catchy name. Maybe just learn yoga. That's the button on my website. Learn yoga with a little star emoji. So 2 weeks of doing yoga, practicing yoga every single day. Each class will be 30 minutes or less because I'm a mama and I know that other moms, but also people like who aren't moms, people are busy. It's hard to find time to commit to doing a yoga practice, especially when they're like, some of them could be an hour or longer, especially hard to like commit to going out and doing yoga at a real class. So this is completely self-paced, online, at home, whenever you have that 30 minutes in your day. Maybe it's when you wake up, maybe it's right before you go to bed, maybe it's somewhere in the middle, whenever you can find that 30 minutes, because it might change every day and you might end up missing a day and be totally fine because it's all self-guided on demand. The classes will build upon each other, but it will also incorporate the philosophy of yoga, so the whole holistic practice, not just asana. You'll learn what yoga is, but while you're in the physical practice, and it'll all be really smooth and you'll feel good and you'll feel calm and it'll just be awesome. And I'm really excited about making it, and you'll be able to. So something things over and over again always helps me learn them. And the series is that you'll want to come back to it. It's a well-rounded class for each class and you will enjoy repeating it over and over again. I have in a 2 week instead of a whole month is because I don't want to be working out when I'm like in the end of my luteal phase, when I'm on my period. I feel like a bloated puffer fish. I just want to lay in bed and eat chocolate. Or if I'm gonna do yoga, it's gonna be like laying down in bed doing a meditation or doing some breath work. If I'm gonna exercise on my period, it's gonna be a little walk in nature. Like, I'm not gonna sit and do a headstand or like do tree pose or be moving in and out of asanas and just doing an intense workout when I'm on my period or when I'm in my luteal phase, because it doesn't align with my body. I am going to create another yoga series that's going to be for the other half of your cycle. So if you are a menstruating woman, you're going to be starting Learn Yoga in 14 days the day after your period ends, so that it aligns with your follicular ovulation and probably a little bit the beginning of your luteal phase, depending on how long your cycle is. But that way it's just a little more aligned with your body and what your body needs. And then in the future I'll have another 2 weeks that'll be designed more for like luteal and period, and it'll be more slow paced and poses that actually help you alleviate your cramps and other symptoms of your period. In the meantime, you can just do 2 weeks of yoga and then 2 weeks of laying in bed. that's basically what I do. Kind of. I mean, obviously every day is different. I'm really excited for you and the dreams and that clear vision that's either already come through or that is going to be coming through. Also remember that the new moon energy is kind of lasts for like 3 days. So if you saw this a couple days late, it's fine. Still works. It actually works a little bit better after the new moon peaks. So once the peak of the new moon, you're gonna have to look that up depending on like which new moon it is, because you might be watching this next month or the month after that and your time zone, and just see like when the peak is. And for 3 days after that, it would be a perfect time to do this practice. Also remember to save this practice so next month you can come back and do it again. And send it to somebody who you think would really enjoy doing a little new moon practice to feel better and make their life a little bit better. But thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Remember to share anything you want to share with me. You can send me a private message too if you don't feel like making a public comment. And I'll leave a link to join the waitlist for Learn Yoga, the new yoga series I'm making, below. And then also just leave a comment if you want me to start doing those live yoga series, because I do want to do that eventually. And yeah, maybe I should make another waitlist for you to sign up for that too. I don't know. Let me know. Just let me know. I'll be here. I'll be reading your comments. Thanks for watching. I already said that, but I'll say it again. Thanks for watching.